How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Satisfactory. Last episode we were focusing on getting this messy bad boy going. This is basically our reinforced plates on the go. We've now got 45 actually. It's not bad. I've not long actually finished recording the last one, doing a few back-to-backs while I can, and yeah, 45 is not bad. 46, 47 if you include these two. But I'm not going to take these two. 45 is pretty neat. We're actually producing a decent amount here. The only thing is, it's kind of waiting on stuff, and this is gradually going down, so we're actually not producing enough screws. I could probably overclock it a little bit, make the screws a little bit more quicker, but I'm not going to bother. I don't care. If it waits, it waits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. To be honest, we're going to be preoccupied with other things, so this will be producing over time. There is recipes that we're going to be needing in the future, which is going to need this setup again. So we're going to need to do this setup again, but I'm not anything with the reinforced plates. I'm not going to make you watch that bit. I don't know. I haven't quite planned out. I'm going to do it without you guys watching the same thing over and over. So the next thing I want to kind of do today is there's two things I want to do, and that is logistics Mk2. That's all good. That's just a luxury, and I want to make these rotors really easy again. We're going to make pretty much a similar setup. In fact, we're gonna make a similar setup. I think. Yeah, we're gonna do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ourselves a shopping list. So we're gonna need a miner. Once again, we're gonna do 2 of you, I think 3 of you, and 1 of you. So the only difference here is what we're making. But I'm hoping this will pretty much be the same deal. I think this should be the same deal. And we're going to need 1 of you, and I'm not going to worry about the splitter. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves the reinforced plates. This will still grow over time. We need 14. So if you hold right click, you can split the stack, and we're going to take 14 here. Split, take that. We're going to need some rotors. So we're going to need screws and poles, I think they were. So we're going to take a bunch of you. I'm just going to take a stack. I'm going to take some over here. We could actually borrow from this, but meh. To be honest, I'm just going to go and make everything. So we've got everything being made, like, to a degree. We could actually borrow from this if we really wanted to. I think I might borrow from it if we build some stuff up there for a little bit more complex stuff. But I think for the best part, we should be getting a lot of this early game stuff done in this down the bottom there. Now we're gonna have to squeeze it all in there. I'm not even sure that's gonna be a thing. Eventually I might have to move what we done last episode. I'm gonna have to move it over this way a little bit to create some more room. Gonna need some more cables. I'm gonna have to go and run and grab that right now. We definitely need to increase the power today, because yeah, we're adding another setup, and already we're treading on thin ice with the power supply. If I look at this, yeah, we're kind of flirting kind of 100 to 110 out of 120. So yeah, any more is gonna literally break the system. As you can see, we've got a bunch of this wire cable here. That's cool. I need to come back and do that. I think that's gonna be in the next episode or 2, maybe. I'm gonna literally start building, and we mess around with foundations and get that guy going, like a little bit better. We can make that. I know for sure that I can pretty much compact that into a building. So that'll probably be our first building, actually, to be honest. We need to make a couple of these rotors. I'm pretty sure I've got enough on me now to make a couple. There we go. We can make 20. We want to make 3 because we got 1 already. There we go. Now we should have enough to start putting down the machines that we need to make this happen. So yeah, I feel like maybe we can speed things up, and maybe I don't know, that's not really a long belt, to be honest, so there's not a lot of distance for it to travel. It's just that this is not catching up. This is slowly deteriorating. It's like it's trying to catch up, but we're using 12 a go. Yeah, it's not catching up, but it is what it is. At least it's going to work. At least early game, it's going to work. When the demand gets higher, we're maybe make things more efficient. So we're going to grab ourselves another miner here and make the output maybe like that. And again, we're going to use the same trick like we did last time and make a straight kind of conveyor belt there so that we can put a splitter down straight away. We're going to literally do this, but this time around we're making something different. We are going to be making a different product, basically a different item. So we are literally going to put you there, get rid of you, don't need you, and get rid of you. And then we're going to grab ourselves a couple of smelters again. And that should do it for that one. And that should do it for that one. Again, it is easier to just put it onto foundations, but I'm not going to do that right now. Kind of would put, yeah, I probably want to save the foundation so you can see it in full flow when I do the copper section. The copper section is a good example of using your foundations. So we want to literally set this to iron because that's what we're pumping through. That's not got power yet, so that's good. Because we don't want to shut anything down. And then we want to make ourselves, we're going to need, for this recipe, we're going to need what? Screws and... yeah, we're going to need screws. Can I tilt you a little bit? I can. I kind of want to tilt you away from the rest of it, like that. And then this guy is going to start this. So this one's going to make poles. Well, actually both of these are going to make iron rods. So iron rods, that's literally going to go to the big boy, the assembler, and we need rods again as part of part one of our two-part recipe. So we're going to have to literally make another one of these guys here, and this will take the rods. So instead of putting the rods here, we're going to have screws because the rods are going to enter this machine and make it into screws. I think that's not going to be lined up. Oh, it is. Okay, I'll take that. And this is going to go straight into the assembler. So again, we're going to make another assembler. We're going to make him kind of roughly... in fact, we're going to squish him over here a little bit. Like that, maybe. Am I actually going to squeeze this belt here? This will be interesting. Oh, it does. This is really wavy, but it works. And then we're just going to plonk that straight in there. Pretty much similar to last time. In fact, we can put some power poles in the middle here to make use of that little space there. But that should pretty much do exactly the same job. So we got the poles, we got the rods coming in here, and we got the screws coming in here. And we should be able to make this guy. As you can see, it needs 25 screws. That is actually quite demanding, to be honest, and 5 rods. So we might be waiting on these. When you know, we're not going to have that constant flow of production. It's going to be a little bit of a wait for things to catch up. But that's going to make the rotors. Then, of course, we want to grab our organization, and then we want to literally... I'm gonna plonk it. I'm just gonna plonk it here in front. Why not? Can I do it sideways? Let's just straighten out. Whatevs. I think that's roughly it. No, that's way off. Come on, Div, sort it out. How long have you been playing this game? Not long enough. There we go. That's lined up. That should connect. So then all of our rotors going here, and then just to show what this is, we're going to do the little conveyor belt trick. a little belt there so that when they come out, I should have one on. I thought I had one on me. I don't. So what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to force feed this. I'm going to give it whatever screws I've got, and I'm going. Where am I? Yeah, I am going to do that. So how do I need this for the milestone. I'm going to give you 88. Why not? And then we're going to start feeding the power lines. So that's got 2 out of 4. In fact, what we're going to do is we're just going to bring you over here. And hook up you. Hook up you. And then we're going to use the final wire to produce another rod. Another pole, sorry. And then we're going to do that onto that one. And then we're going to start on this guy and bring another one down. You always got to leave the last one spare with these basic ones. That looks like it's connected. Oh, yeah, it is connected. Sorry. I thought it was connected to a different line. So you go there. That tells me you're good. We're probably going to trip the power out. And then, last but not least, the miner. So the miner should now start producing. It's going to boot up, start producing some iron. Takes a few seconds to kick in, doesn't it? There we go. In fact, let's just stick 100 in it. I don't know how I got 100. I think I must have picked up the little portable miner. This is the little portable miner, all upgraded in his glory. I kind of forget that. And as we got the iron getting pumped out. Not the most efficient way. If this was a Mark II, this would actually work nicely, because you can get a better version. But that, for the best part, is going to work. It's not working because we haven't connected these. So now the ingots are going to come out of the smelters. And we've shut down. So let's have a look at the power pole. And we are using 120, and we managed to hit 121. So I reckon, so at the moment we are running 4 of these boys up here. Okay, so we are going to upgrade that straight away to 5. If we need to add more to this power system, I will, but at the moment we don't need to. So are we running out of fuel here? I'm probably going to top them all up. No, I'm just going to top them up anyway. So we're going to grab 5 stacks. Got a little bit of frame rate going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we've got 5. This should make everything okay. So I'm going to put you in there. Okay, we've already got that some in there. That one. Top you up to 200, might as well. And you. And then when we boot up, we should be alright. So now we've got more. We should, yeah, 150. So we've added 30 to our capacity. And once everything is rolling, we should still be okay. Well, why am I climbing up a ladder? Right, let's dump all this biomass into its storage and sort that out, and go and have a quick look. Let's just make sure that we are running that final machine, because once that final machine that we've just put down is working, we know that we've got the capacity to keep it going. That is the main goal right now. As you can see, we started producing them already, and there's a nice little backlog here. That's because we fed it a little bit. We fed the machine to begin with, so now it's just going to make what it needs. So basically, whenever you're doing one of these multi-recipe machines, you just got to basically get this machine and go, right, I need to set up whatever it takes to make these and whatever it takes to make these before I reach this point. So yeah, it's a big production line, so But like I say, you could probably pinch off of other ones if you're playing this. I personally won't. I'd rather just do the setup over and over again. But yeah, we're already making screws on their own. We could have quite easily pinched that and brought it over here, but meh, whatever. So yeah, that's going pretty nicely. And the big boy over there, the assembler, is actually in use. So let's have a look at how much we're consuming right now. So I'm seeing highs of about 120 capacity, maybe a little bit more, 126 there. So you know, we got around about, let's say, 20 megawatts of power free. So we could probably one more setup won't. Yeah, if we were to do another one, which I won't do today, because the next one on the list is that little node down there. What one would it be next? That's quite a big recipe. So that one's going to need 2 assemblers to make that. And this one needs plates and yeah. So this one's not exactly cheap to make either. This is going to be a complex beast, this smart plating. Yeah, that's definitely going to be hard to make and manufacture. We do need these for a specific reason. You're definitely going to need some of these items in future recipes, so it's definitely worth getting automated ASAP. You can obviously do it by hand, apart from these guys that require the big machines, because you can only craft what a constructor can kind of craft. You can't craft anything more complex than that. So yeah, rotors, nah, you ain't going to be making them. You ain't going to be making these, or these, or these. You can't make them by hand. In fact, I think you can. No, you can. You can craft them by hand if you really wanted to. Ignore me. That's fine. Just ignore me. Right, so that is pretty much that setup. It's pretty much what we done last time. We just done it a little bit quicker because we've already done it. We've already got 19, 20, 21. That's not bad. Yeah, we're definitely catching up on resources. So there's going to be a point where this is going to slow down, because this is going to be waiting on resources. Not so much rods. Rods are pretty easy to make and quick. But the screws definitely needs 25 a go, and it takes 15 seconds. So for every time this is loading, that's going to take 15 seconds to make a rotor. So that means that once this consumes 25 of these, 25 screws, we got 15 seconds to replenish it. So as you can see, it's just gone down to 10. We've got 15 seconds to replenish that. For some reason it's not kicking in. Oh yeah, because we haven't got the screws. So we're waiting on screws. So there's no way in the world. This is always going to be waiting on screws. Maybe not so much rods. Iron rods will probably catch up, in all fairness. I think that one, this is okay, this is not. We're using more than we're making. Yeah, it definitely uses more than we make in that space of time. So yeah, that could be a thing. Like I say, needs tweaking, but for the best part at the moment, we are producing it nonetheless. We are literally at least producing something which will keep us going. So we're going to need these guys for the milestone now. So it doesn't really matter what side you use. And then we're going to split that, take the 50, and then we're going to go and cash this milestone in, so which gives us Logistics Mark 2. I'm not going to bother with the I probably will play about with the jump pads. I'll show you in a sec. Probably will play about with the jump pad thing, but as far as doing this milestone, I'm not going to do this milestone on camera. This is just for fun. This is nothing crazy. This is just like jump pad, tilted jump pad, and U-jelly landing pad. So this is just basically to mess around with. So I will actually do this, get all the resources for this off camera, and that will make tier 2 complete, and then we can go on to tier 3. Well, actually no, we can't go on to tier 3 because we got to do the space elevator, so that'll be another thing for another time. We can focus on making that later. But yeah, I'm gonna get the resources together for this off camera, and then I'm gonna hit the button on camera. We're not really gonna mess around with this yet. I'm not saying that we won't. I mean, I do want to have a go on them, so it might be a good excuse to record it and see how it works. But I'm not concerned about doing this on camera, like as far as getting the resources for it. So yeah. Anyways, let's trade in this one then. We're gonna get all of our concrete there. We got our plates now, which we done last episode. We got that all set up. Comes in handy because if you let it do its thing, you can go and do whatever you want, come back to it, and you've got a decent little supply of a certain thing. Pro tip to you, if you really want to, there's nothing stopping you guys from AFKing. The game will not boot you from the game. Like if you play most games, if you AFK for say 15 minutes, the game will boot you out. This game doesn't do that. So I could leave this on for a couple of hours and let it do its stuff. And then come back. The only thing is, early game, that's not really an option because of our fuel situation. So I could leave this running for as long as the fuel, until the fuel runs out. Because it's biofuel, I have to manually input the fuel. Later on in the game, you get like fuel that is self-sufficient. So let's say we get further in the game and we use, it's that flying mantis thing. Let's say we get into higher weight, higher thing. I don't even know how to explain it. Let's say we get into different methods of power. Biofuel is very basic. We can get into ones that doesn't need us to babysit it. But with biofuel, we need to babysit the biofuel, whereas later on you don't have to babysit the power so much. You just have to keep a loose eye on that everything's okay. If you set it up right, you got no problems coming. But if you set up wrong, you're gonna have to check up on it every so often. But biofuel is definitely not something I can AFK with. So AFK at your own risk when you're using biofuel as your power, because once that power runs out, you're not producing anything. So that's the drawback. But later on, we can AFK and just let things stack up. That's my pro tip to you. Some people think that's a little bit cheaty. Each their own, I guess. I don't mind leaving it, to be honest. And we are eight plates short. Let's go and sort that out. 8 plates short. I'll just take that 49, sorry. Let's quickly check this this recycling awesome thing. Okay, we got six coupons now, so I might as well just print them off and put them in the box. There we go, we've got 6 now. We're pretty much on our way to the next one. Have I got anything I can just chuck away? I'll chuck away these flower petals for now. There is a couple of things in the game you cannot recycle for coupons. One, you cannot use ore, so you can't get a miner, hook a miner up to it, and then get the iron ore or the copper ore and hook it up that way. It will not accept raw ore. It has to be processed in somewhat way. I think you can actually put in ingots. I think it will take ingots, but you get next to nothing for it. But yeah, it won't take ore, and it doesn't take mob drops. That's the only 2 things that I know it does not take, as far as I'm aware. I think there's a couple other things that it doesn't, but I can't remember. But I'm going to wait for us to get a decent supply of that before I even start spending. So yeah, that'll be that. What? I can buy it. What? Is that a jetpack? Why are you not giving me jetpack? I want the jetpack. It's because I haven't unlocked it yet. That would be mega expensive too. Right, let's get these plates sorted so we can bring this episode to a close. And bang, there we go. We've now got the luxury of Mk2.
Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Okay, so now we can go a little bit faster. So if we look at logistics, we've now got Mk2 belts and lifts, and we've now got a stackable pole. So what does these stackable poles do? Let's put one of these down. I just want to show you guys how these work. So we can literally, it clips onto the top, right? And then you can see like these little, they look like rails. If we do that again, actually, and can I line these up? No. Okay, let's just put one. I don't know, just for giggles. Let's try it. Putting one here, here, and another one here. Get some belts going. You can literally, you can see it clipping to that. So you could start a belt from there and put it onto there, onto there, and onto there. You can go up and down. You can go on different levels if you want. If I really wanted to, I could go from top to bottom, I guess. So you could do it this way. Not that you probably would. This is a really neat way of putting your belts. So you could probably go down to that one if you really wanted to. So you can use these as kind of like, I don't know. You can even do this, I think. I think to get things straight, if you want, what I tend to do as well is sometimes I use these things to get things straight, and then you can get rid of this, and gravity is not a thing. Like Minecraft, gravity is not a thing. So sometimes deleting stuff can help you get things straighter and neater and tidier. So yeah, those stand things are really cool. And Mark II belts, what are they to make? Okay, to make Mark II belts, we need those plates that we made like last episode, I think, that are in here. I'm not sure how many we got right now of them, to be honest. Let's have a look, see how many we got going. We've got 23. So yeah, actually, let's just pinch some and make some Mark II plates. So as you can see, these are going fairly slow, right? Let's delete that. Actually, no, we're going to keep that there because you're going to see the difference. So let's put a Mark II belt on there. This is a Mark I here, okay? So that goes slower. You can see that the sides are a little bit. Can you see how slow it slowed right down? So that comes out fairly quick. To me, that's not that fast because I've played this game a little bit further in, but that's still good. That's still good, and it slows down. So yeah, it goes a little bit faster. It's not drastically fast, but it's definitely worth it if you need to, especially over long distances. Now I've put that to Mark I, and you can tell the difference because Mark I's have got really low sides, and the faster they go, the higher the sides. I think that's so. It makes it more realistic because if they're going super fast, they don't want to. If they were going really fast, it would spin off the side here, wouldn't it? Really, technically. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So we've unlocked that. Not really a big milestone, something fairly straightforward. But the next milestone, we're not going to bother. I'm just going to get it ready, and then I'm just going to kind of fit it in loosely into an episode. Jump pads. Don't really need to play about with them just yet. It's kind of a fun thing. I might even leave that for a stream or something for a laugh and see how that gets on. But yeah, I don't really need to use these, but unfortunately they're in my way. What we're going to need to do for sure at some point is craft ourselves the space elevator. This guy. In fact, that's actually fairly doable. Yeah, that is fairly doable. In fact, I'm probably going to do that as part of next episode, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do that probably next episode. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to show it the love as normal, and I shall see you in the next one. Take it easy. Divs out.